Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us at the MarketSite studio in Times Square, New York City, we have John Caplan, CEO of Nasdaq-listed Payoneer, to discuss positioning small and medium-sized businesses for growth and the benefit that globalization brings to them. John, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
It's fantastic to be here. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this. This is one of the principles that Payoneer was founded on. It's the core of your business, is the opportunity for cross-border collaboration.
Yeah, so Payoneer was founded in 2005, and what we believe is that brilliance is evenly distributed around the world, but opportunity is not. And in the highest growth emerging markets of the globe, in Argentina, Colombia, India, Mexico, South Korea, you name it, Payoneer is on the ground with a global business wallet for SMBs that are exporters. And they're exporting their services, their goods, their capability around the globe. And we provide a really unique product. Local banks in emerging markets don't do what we do. The fintechs people have heard of don't do what we do. And the big international banks also don't do what we do. And so there's over 180 million SMB businesses that need Payoneer service. We have just about 500,000 of our ideal customers and just under 2 million, or just about 2 million total active customers. And when you look at that, we're at the beginning of a really interesting next decade of globalization for cross-border SMBs, and Payoneer is well positioned to capture that.
So what differentiates you from other fintechs, and how are you different than the larger international banks?
Sure, so what Payoneer offers is a multi-currency wallet. So if an SMB is in Vietnam and they're exporting their tables, and they're exporting those tables on Mercado Libre in Latin America, on Amazon or Walmart here in the United States, or selling wholesale directly, the Payoneer wallet enables them to have effectively a local account number where all of their international AR comes into. So they get their international AR into their Payoneer account. We have an interesting and exciting working capital business, a lending business to those global SMBs, and then a suite of accounts payable products for their international expenses, because their supply chain, their marketing, their advertising, their services. So really we are a complement to the local bank account someone has. We're the international financial operating account for our customers.
And I see in the notes here that SMBs in the developing world can teach us something about global business. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so exports are the way to feed your family in emerging markets, right? In the markets in Argentina, in Vietnam, in Mexico, fill in the blank, where we do business in 190 countries, we're seeing 50% year-on-year growth, because the importance of the export economy is essential to how SMBs do business globally. And all this noise about the end of globalization, actually, the global digital economy has connected everybody. And we want our iPhone cases that are manufactured in China. We want the Ukrainian developers who are using Payoneer to get paid and providing services to Western firms. The contractors and freelance copywriters in Latin America are Payoneer customers, and that's really important. I think global trade, where trade happens, ideas are shared, trust is built between economies.
And that's a great point that you make. It's the horses out of the barn. You're not really going to put back what's happening in globalization. I mean, not to be flippant about it, we see someone type on Twitter, "I'll never buy from China again." Well, you just kind of tweeted a product from a product that was made in China, so I don't think it's something that's going away. Are there areas of the world that are emerging quicker than others?
Yeah, so we recently did a SMB ambitions survey, and we surveyed, I think it was about 3,500 SMBs around the globe, and saw their number one priority is more exports and more global sourcing and supply, because I think the SMB economy recognizes you go where the best quality is at the right price, whether it's local or domestic to where you are, or international. And so the markets that are fast growing, India, 7% GDP growth, 1.4 billion people. Payoneer's on the ground in India with a great product and platform and team. We're seeing really strong growth. Argentina, similarly, really strong growth for our business, because folks there are exporting their capability to the world's businesses, and they need a Payoneer wallet in order to do that.
Let's talk about global economics. How has it impacted the small and medium businesses in developing? And then, of course, you mentioned supply chain, too. How are they managing through a number of these challenges.
Yeah, if you're looking for creativity, innovation, resilience, you find it at SMBs, and you certainly find it in emerging market SMBs. What we see them doing is optimizing where they sell, who they sell to, and adjusting their pricing to capture market share and demand. So certainly the global economy has all the kinds of disruptions that are well known and discussed on your show and others. What we see in our data is strong growth because our customers recognize the more connections they have, the more people they do business with, the better and healthier their companies are.
All right, John, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.